Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on a pretty exciting, but also very busy Tuesday evening. How's everybody doing out there? This is an incredibly late start for me tonight because I, again, had to work pretty late. So I didn't actually end my work until not too long ago, but then I was also catching up with all of the election news coming out of New York, so that's been pretty cool too. But as so often is the case, I played Shining Force 3 Scenario 2 off stream and ended up beating it. I wanted to beat it on stream, but like I was bored. Alright, I was bored. That was the excuse. I was bored and I was like, I'm just gonna play it. I didn't really feel like streaming when I played it. But I gotta say the ending was pretty seeing the other side, because, you know, again, I've played part one for so many years now. I'm familiar with how it ended. Was always curious about what led there, and being able to see it from the other side was pretty awesome, pretty impactful. It's kind of crazy that there aren't more games that have like done this multi-angle shtick. It's pretty epic. This is probably the most epic JRPG I've ever played. Now that I'm playing it in its entirety. Like, I can't think of anything else that matches it in, like, its scope and ambition.
Stream Elements said Ye Old Nerdcast is now live. Streaming Shining Force 3 Scenario 3, onward to Shining Force 3 Scenario 3. Thank you,
Stream Elements. It'll probably be a short stream, though, since I got dog shit for sleep last night. So I definitely don't want a repeat of that tonight. So Julian is the... Oh, wait, hold on a second. What the fuck is going on with you? Wait, what? I didn't click on that. Alright, you gotta die. I gotta kill that window. Alright, Julian is the protagonist of Scenario 3, so unfortunately, when last I left off with him, he was very under-leveled. He was very under-leveled, so the very first... This is the second battle of Scenario 3. The first battle of Scenario 3, he got his ass beat. So I gotta be very careful in how I want to use him right now. I gotta get him some level ups. Also, for whatever reason... the floor texture isn't rendering.
Street Corner Becky asks how many hours was Scenario 2? I think one was 32 hours.
I feel like it was about the same, honestly. Close to it. How you doing, Vince? Welcome back to the stream. Oh, I can't reach that Pegasus guy.
Street Corner Becky asks anything emulator settings to fix the floor? Or don't want to risk the biscuit? Street Corner Becky said I'm doing alright.
I haven't tried, like, there was another battle. There was another map on Scenario 2 that kind of had the same issue. but it was just one area that did it. So, oh, and look, the floor. See, the floor is popping up on the back. Yeah, it's there. I guess it shows up when I guess my movable terrain is highlighted. Kind of strange, but I'll take it. It's like finally this old man gets to be useful. He gets to be useful because I get to control him.
Street Corner Becky said this system just seems wonky to emulate Merle.
Well, it was notoriously difficult to program for. So I think some of that is coming through in the emulation. Fine, if you guys don't want to come down, I'll just start fighting some barrels. Fight some barrels instead. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, now they're coming down. I guess the both of you could stand to be healed. Alright, I guess you're on barrel destroying duties. Just go around breaking up these barrels. I'm kind of scared to do this because I feel like they could all come crashing down on her and kill her the second. I gotta lure some more of them out. There they go. Alright. Hey Vince, did you I can't remember. I remember we talked about it a little bit when I asked you to download Dark Shadows. I guess you were saying that like all the supernatural stuff is in later episodes. I can't remember. Did you ever download those or not? Just keep hitting you with this heal.
Corner Becky said I haven't yet.
Okay. I was curious. I was trying to fall asleep watching it last night, and I was like, at first I was like, this isn't at all like I remember. But then I remember what you were saying, what you had said, and I was like, oh, okay, I must have watched the later stuff when it was on Netflix. Oh, you learned a special by breaking barrels? Do 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 do. Oh, he had a freeze orb. I'll take that. Hell yeah. Do 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 do.
Street Corner Becky said I can add those episodes if you want. What I put on there is what the site said was season 1.
Gotcha, bitch. Oh, wait, hold on. What? Is my caster labs messed up? Boom, 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 boom. Wait, what the fuck is going on here? Oh my god, hold on a second. My caster labs has completely shit the bed. Let me relaunch it. Do 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 do. Anyways, I did see good evening, good peeps. I hope you're all safe and sound. What's up, Genetic Mary Farms? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight? I got those episodes. Yeah, Caster Labs did at least read that part. Yeah, sure, you can add them. You can go ahead and, like, if you want to save space, you can delete that first season too. You can just start with season 2 because that season 1 stuff isn't super interesting. But I read the supernatural elements don't get started until 216. Yeah, that's about. I guess that's about when it starts. I can't send messages. Yo, what's up, Wisp? Welcome back to the stream. I guess I got that one, but I guess that happened the same time that my caster labs decided to shit the bed. Okay. Should be working fine now.
Genetic Memory Farms asks what series are we talking about?
Saturn was a great sprite and 2D machine. Yes, it was. It was phenomenal for those things, for that particular style. What series are you talking about? We're talking about the old, oh, I can just come... No, I won't take his kill. I need Julian to level up. We're talking about the old, soap opera from, like, the 60s called Dark Shadows. It was like a supernatural sort of horror-themed soap opera. Now, how am I supposed to fight these guys up here? I can't get up there. She can't even reach them with the bow. Oh, now he's... Okay, he's fucking assholes. This guy's just been on barrel duty the whole fight. Oh, I hope they don't kill this kid. Oh, they're probably gonna kill the damn kid. Oh, they critted him too. Oh wait, I can't let him die? Oh, bullshit. What the fuck? I can't let him die? What do you mean everyone's healthy? Oh, he auto-res.
Webster said I arrived just on team to see brutal child murder.
Yeah, what's up, Bripster?
Webster said gold PLC, gold PLC.
Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? It was an unintentional child murder. And I didn't think, I guess, okay, so what? Will I lose the battle if both he or Julian die?
Genetic Memory Farm said yup, I am familiar, they did a reboot movie not that long ago. I have been meaning to sit down and watch Kolchak the Night Stalker, old Supernatural series, or rewatch Boondocks. I miss Boondocks.
Boondocks was good stuff. That reboot movie was like, it was like a satire though, because that was like wasn't that Johnny Depp? That was like Tim Burton
Genetic
and Johnny
Memory
Depp.
Farm said probably next time and have to trim plans. Gripster said in good tie, hope her well.
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty tired, but pretty good. Let's just make sure. Yeah, but that show, I watched it when it was on. I watched a couple of episodes when it was on Netflix, and I was fascinated by it because
Street Corner Becky said from what I read the movie was closer to the 90s series or something.
Yeah, and I wasn't aware of that there even was a 90s series until you mentioned it that one time in chat, Vince, so that's news to me. But yeah, like, I enjoyed the... Wait, what? Not now, I only have 800 gold. I enjoyed, like, the pacing and the atmosphere of, like, the 60s show. I thought it was actually pretty intriguing. But, that first season just didn't have any of that intrigue, honestly. It was just kind of boring. I gotta lure these bitches down here so I can fight. I'm gonna keep going for the kid. Oops. That's one thing about this game series is like they won't tell you. Other strategy RPGs will lay it out for you. They'll be like, if your commander dies, the game is over. Which, you know, is standard. You don't always have to have that spoken out to you. But I didn't know that. So does that mean that it's for both of these guys, or is it just for the kid? Can Julian die and I still fight on? Oh, come on, get the fuck down here.
Gripster said both count as a leader.
Okay, well, that's fucking annoying. Do. Get your ass. Get him. Get him. Oh, are you kidding me? Just for that, I'm gonna have him fuck you up. Get down one spot. There we go. Man, they just fucking are super horny to fucking wreck this kid. Jesus. Close, Dawnheart, close. Alright, Julian is on par with everyone else. It's the only second battle, and I got him up to level 6. That's good. Because the first battle that we started this off with, he was level 1. He was...
Dexter said yeah, that can be annoying, though Glossia's story and different spell set make him kinda almost nearly worth it. Beaming face with smiling eyes emoji.
Okay. Why don't you run away and just use a healing drop on yourself? Kind of nearly worth it? No, I mean, I could already tell he's going to be worth it once he levels up a bit, because, like, he's got some good spell. He has at least a couple of good spells already, and, you know, he's shockingly strong. She needs to learn how to crit. Yeah, I can do that too, you son of a bitch. This kid's a little intense. Needs to chill out. Going pretty fucking nuts just to... Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get this guy, this spellcaster here. Man, she needs to learn how to crit. Oh, shit. Oh, he took that very well. Okay. God damn. Oh! 1 hit point! I'm getting risk. I'm risking it. Oh, I got him. Okay, I didn't even realize that guy was the general. Well, I kind of wish I hadn't done that then. I wanted to milk the experience out of those other guys. Probably not the best way for me to phrase that, but I carry on. Since we thought your force was weak, we underestimated you. High Priest Goriate, please forgive me. Goriate, High Priest of the Bullzone sect. He must have been in the city. Unfortunately, the main Bullzone force is marching towards Destonia Castle.
Corner Becky said low.
Conquering Destonia Castle was our main priority, but we left the city defense. Defense weak. We should have left more soldiers here. Your luck will run out soon. After High Priest Goriate and his force conquer Destonia, you will be by the Wolkare. It seems they were the only Bullzone force left to guard Destonia, if the entire force had still been here. It seems luck was on our side. If we can continue to defeat the Bullzone sect battalions
Lester
one
said
by
he
one.
will call the guys you wish. No judgment. No judgment.
This is a judgment-free stream here, but I'll keep my guide milkins private. If we continue to defeat the Bullzone sect battalions one by one like this, the size of their army will gradually decrease. Yeah, that's called guerrilla warfare. Let's prepare ourselves in the city and hurry onward. Not even the strongest castle can withstand the Walkyrie's attack for long. I guess there was no... Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, the floor is fucked up here too? Is that supposed to be the shadow? That's interesting. I'm guessing that's supposed to be an attempt at casting a shadow. Father Scholar was angry. Instead of rescuing Destonia, the Imperial Army returned to defend the castle. During the panic of the siege, we were able to save many lives thanks to Father Scholar's guidance. Princess Isabella's mother is, well, before becoming the Emperor's third wife, she was a nun. That's why Isabella likes the church so much. She often comes to visit Father Scholar. Is this guy in here? Oh, he's like a blue orangutan. Father Scholar. I've been waiting for you, Julian Army. This is a fancy-ass church, too. Holy shit. It's the fanciest church in the series. We've returned as promised, Father Scholar. I was getting worried you might not make it on time, Bresby. If not for this Bullzone sect invasion, I'd prefer the Empire destroyed. Jesus. Speaking very freely here. You've never been one to mince words. I know your goal is to reform the Empire's prejudiced society, so there's no need to speak of its destruction. Father Scholar, I didn't expect such extreme views from you. Motherfucker's ready to join the fucking Mujahideen. He's like, damn, we just stepped foot in this church and this motherfucker is already strapping the damn Al-Qassam Brigade headband on. Chill out, guy, we just met you. Is this man really a priest? I don't trust the way he talks. What about you? You know, it is what it is. Are you really Julian? I'm indeed a priest, but I fill other roles as well. Are you certain you could speak so freely? What if the soldiers hear? You are wanted. You'll be captured. I came here risking that. I heard Gracia was with you, and I wanted to speak to him. If you stop us from going to Destonia Castle, it will be taken, and that would mean the last of the Empire. Why delay us? I used to be a scholar and advisor serving Destonia. Grand Tack and Bresby were my contemporaries, and we were rivals. Scholar was the best among us. When he was working in the castle, he discovered how prejudiced our society was. So he abandoned his studies in order to reform the Empire. I became a priest in Elbism and returned here to Destonia Church. The entire time I've been organizing a resistance force to oppose the Empire. Oh, so I wasn't far off. I wasn't far off. He really is like fucking Mujahideen. Alright. Fucking resistance force to oppose the Empire. So you're the mysterious leader of the resistance in the Imperial military is seeking. Indeed I am, young lady. I'm surprised. So you're the leader of an anti-imperial organization, and Bresby, our advisor, has been keeping this from us. So why do you stop us from going to the castle? Cyclops. It kind of looks like he might have two eyes to me. We've received information that the Empire is plotting against you and plan to take the staff of Basine. Actually, it's an elite force known as the Rainbloods. Oh, those motherfuckers again. You've already fought them at Elbism, then you know how dangerous it would be to march on Destonia Castle, right? The Rainbloods have suffered because of the staff of Basine. Even if they're not present at the castle, we still... They're aware of this. They still wish to march on the castle. There's no way to stop them.
Said something is lost in this game's translation. It becomes exposition heavy and kind of soulless, and characters lack personality.
That's possibly true. I mean, there's definitely a flatness to how this is written.
Bribster said the other two were okay, but this suffers.
Well, I guess the first one had the English localization to work off of. There were some differences.
Said we'll see it more and more.
I noticed some differences between the official version of the first scenario that I have and the translation. But they mostly stuck to the original. And there was some good seasoning in there for characters. Second scenario, kind of. There was some seasoning on some characters. A little bit, not a great deal, but it was there. It was there. So far, I'm just into this one, and it does seem a little flatter, but I mean, sometimes a part of that is just like characters too. Sometimes a character just comes off that way. I don't know yet. I've only got like 4 people in my party, so we'll see, but you know, it's a very difficult thing.
Said, yeah, second tidbits, like the mage and dealer banter. Haunted Wisp said this person's neck had like 5 seconds consideration before committing to the Pez dispenser design.
Like the mage and the those two, Synthesis and Uryudu or whatever, though they were written great. I didn't even mind Campbell that much, and David, even though I dislike David as a player because like he was supremely weak. You know, he had some good moments, he had some good lines, and some good... I got the vibe of his character, I got the gist of his character. Everybody else was, a little bit flat, I guess. Yeah, I guess everybody else was a little flat. I guess we haven't really come across eccentric characters just yet, aside from Father Scholar, who you're probably right. It's a little flat, but you know, he, I guess as a old priest who was a scholar, who was also like an underground resistance leader, I probably wouldn't expect too much flamboyancy, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as it goes along. Like, it's hard to localize a game because localization doesn't just mean you're translating it from one language to the other. Localization means you have to translate the intent, translate the vibes. It's a vibes translation, and that can be significantly harder, especially with Japanese, because a lot of words don't have like a direct one-to-one. In English, that is. Scholar, may I still go with Julian Army as promised? Isabella. How could you allow it? Father, Scholar. How could you allow the princess to go to such a dangerous place? I can't agree. Please, don't try to stop me, Cyclops. I'm concerned about Aunt Melinda. Why is Princess Isabella here? Oh, that's right. You often visit the church in remembrance of your mother. Prince Medeian's mother, Lady Melinda, raised you as her own daughter. I understand how you must feel. I have Bright with me. As long as she's protecting me, there's nothing to worry about. It appears Princess Isabella is set on going with us to Destonia Castle. Priest, you are not thinking of making us babysit for a princess, are you? Bridget. What? How dare you? Sir, what kind of behavior is that in front of the princess? I won't tolerate such rudeness. Isabella has inherited her mother's talent. It seems your army is in dire need of soldiers with healing abilities. She should be a valuable asset for the Julian army. Then I have your blessing. To protect your honor, I will allow it. Julian, will you allow Isabella and Bright to join? Yeah, sure, fuck it. The more the merrier. He has heartily accepted both of you ladies as members of the Julian army, but please remember, you must treat your responsibilities with the utmost importance. Isabella the priestess. I'm coming, Aunt Melinda. Before the castle is taken, I'll come to your aid. And Bridget the wizard. You'll soon realize you made a wise choice. Now that we have that decided, what's the situation with the Empire? The Imperial Army is helpless because of the flying weapon controlled by the Balsam sect is far too strong. That's the Walkyrie. It's impossible to destroy it with normal weapons. You must destroy it with the staff that controls it. So that's what the Walkyrie is. You must be talking about the staff the High Priest possessed. It seemed strange to me at the time. He stuck the staff in the center and backed away. Is that so? Perhaps even the High Priest has to stay away from the staff because the power radiating from it is too strong. So, do we now have a strategy to defeat the Walkyrie, Gracia? Let's depart quickly, Julian. We must defeat them before the castle is taken. You don't have to be so impatient, Bresby. They'll just be displaying their might. They'd like to take the castle without causing any damage. Okay. I can't stand thinking about being given...
Becky said even if it's flat, these fan translations take a lot of work and give a lot of people access to something they could have never played before.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And, like, if the harshest criticism is a little flat, then that's already a big fucking compliment. Because I've played much shittier localization jobs.
Wisp said definitely look in the altar.
I've played much worse translation jobs and localization jobs than this, like professional ones. So this isn't bad at all, by any stretch of the imagination. But it is also kind of difficult, though, because this game has so many characters. Like, all the different characters between scenarios 1, 2, and 3, like, having to try...
Dexter said, yeah, no shade meant. They did a god-tier job.
Like, trying to spread out a believable array of different personality types for characters that generally speaking, don't really have a lot of lines. Like, only a few of them do. And the protagonist is always silent, so you don't have to worry about that. It makes it difficult. It's a difficult endeavor, for sure. And I think that the fan translators did really a professional level job. I can't stand thinking about being given the evil eye by Princess Isabella. I can't help but be worried because if you can aid Destonia Castle, you must then escape the Empire. Visit me anytime. It's my lifelong dream to battle the Empire. The Resistance will help you. This dude is like... nobody's ready for that. I'll just save. Oh no, I didn't mean to quit. No, god damn it. No, I gotta go back in there. No. I'm just wondering who these beefy dudes are. These must be resistance fighters. The Resistance criticizes the Empire's policies. It's brought to light the Empire's corrupt politics. By that, the people will also become aware and independent. That's Father Scholar's wish. You can't just go snooping through drawers of other people's houses. It's written on a piece of paper stuck here. Word got out on my antics. Why is this guy on a table, huh? What, huh? You're not going to say the town's been liberated, are you? Huh? Really? It's been liberated? Come up with a better joke, okay? I'm going back to sleep. This is a recently constructed metal refining factory, but the Bullsome sect have stopped operations and turned the factory into a prison for Imperial troops. You're the Julian army, right? You defeated the Bullsome sect. I forgot to release the Imperial troops. What the fuck? What's this? Why have we been freed?
Haunted Taco 12 said this looks different.
Yo, what's up, Taco? Welcome back. I don't see the masked monk. What happened to him? He must have run away in fear. I'm afraid not. Oh, it's just the old man. If they didn't run away, where did they go? They're heading for Destonia Castle. What? Destonia Castle? They intend to use that flying weapon. Where are you going? Isn't it obvious? It's obvious, isn't it? We're going to Destonia Castle. How are such weak soldiers going to help? Damn, old man, throwing shade.
Haunted Taco 12 said not doing too bad. I think my internet is having a fit.
Seems like that's been going around lately. I started this stream off dropping frames like crazy.
Haunted Taco 12 said I wonder why. Street Corner Becky said same for me.
Alright, fine, I'll give them to you. Don't know if I want my archer to have those though, but I'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't know. The internet's just been kind of flaky lately.
Haunted Taco 12 said I've noticed quite a few people having internet issues lately.
I mean, it could still be residual Cloudflare issues. There could be ISP issues, I don't know.
Haunted Taco 12 said maybe the heat wave's happening, but I doubt it.
Stole her money. Could be any number of things, really. It could be Chinese hackers. Oh, hell yeah. Damn, I wish I had more money.
Street Corner Becky said 5 now.
I don't have anything worth selling, do I?
Genetic Memory Farms said Heatwave is producing some crazy growth in my zucchini and green beans.
Oh, nice. Kind of makes me wish I had like a little garden out back because like it's always hot here, but it's been way rainy usual. And it comes in like weird waves. So like it'll storm, and it stormed today. It'll storm and then it'll not storm for like a few days, but just be like really humid. And that's been making my yard, the grass in my yard, grow like fucking crazy. I was surprised to hear the town has been liberated. I was so happy I flew out to the storefront. Princess Isabella appeared from the church. She was able to hide from the Bullsum sect. Okay, well, she's with me now.
Street Corner Becky asks F.
F? I don't see it. Maybe?
Haunted _ Wisp said China. Haunted Taco 12 said TLF. Street Corner Becky said, or is my internet being bad? Haunted Taco 12 said F.
It might be effing. It's... I'm not seeing dropped...
Haunted _ Wisp said I had to reload stream at same timestamp bins. Ye Old Nerdcast said it may be effing on Twitch, am not seeing dropped frames though. Ye Old Nerdcast said it may be effing on Twitch, am not seeing dropped frames though. Street Corner Becky said yeah, seems fine now.
Are we good? Am I back? Are we good? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Am I normal-ish?
Gripster said yeah, it went for me too.
Oh, weird.
Gilf Connoisseur said yes. Gripster said seems fine, bro.
Yo, what's up, Gilf? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Well, I mean, speak of the devil, right? With internet issues or whatever weird thing. I didn't have any dropped frames, so there's no... I guess maybe that's something on Twitch's side?
Said, yay, I can write now.
Because it doesn't look like YouTube was affected at all. While the city was being captured by the Bullsum sect, Father Scholar protected Princess...
Elements said ye old nerdcast is now live.
Thank you, Stream Elements.
Shining Force 3 Scenario 3, onward to Shining Force 3 Scenario 3. Haunted Taco 12 said it might just be Twitch doing its thing.
I think that's what it is. It's just Twitch being Twitch. You're Julian, the leader of the army who defeated the Bullsum sect? They were a creepy lot. During the occupation, things didn't feel alive around here. Please have something to drink.
Haunted_Wisp said now it's buffering again on my Twitch. Haunted_Wisp said now it's buffering again on my Twitch. Gilf Connoisseur said latency to broadcaster, 19.58 seconds.
Really? Is it really a 19-second or 20-second delay?
Street Corner Becky said I'm gonna watch on YouTube.
Wait, is it really that delayed on Twitch? I mean, I'm not getting any Fs or anything.
Gilf Connoisseur said 30 now. Haunted Taco 12 said it seems to be caught up for me now.
You guys might need to refresh the stream. Like, refresh your stream or reload it, or... I don't know.
Gilf Connoisseur said back to 2 seconds now. Twitch has something going on.
Yeah, I think Twitch is having some problems right now. Which is always awesome. What happened to this room?
Haunted
It looks like a girl.
12 said Elon Musk is throttling the connection with Starlink so he can bring people to XTV.
Hey, Bripster, welcome on the YouTube side. Sorry that Twitch had to force you to come on this way. But hey, you know what? Oh, hell yeah, I took your money, bitch. I simulcast for a reason.
Haunted 12 said, I need to go wrap my hat with tinfoil.
You know what? I left work yesterday. I had to think about it for a second. And as soon as I pull out of my work's parking lot, I was right behind a robo-taxi because Tesla rolled out the robo-taxis here in Austin as part of the pilot program. So now in the city of Austin, I have to contend. with Waymos and Tesla robo-taxis. Although I have to say, hell yeah, I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better about...
Dad Vince said make sure to hit the like button, y'all.
I feel a lot better about the Waymos than I do the robo-taxis.
Gripster said NPS, I swapped to the higher tier group. Rip Twitch peasants lol.
Wait, Twitch are the peasants now? I can't afford shit.
Haunted Taco 12 said just go full on paranoid conspiracy theorist, constantly thinking everything is a psyop and America is just a giant black site.
There's a middle-aged man playing hide and seek.
Daddy Vince said nah YouTube, this is the peasants.
I guess it depends. I guess in times right now where Twitch is having weird issues. Although on my little monitor thing down here, it doesn't look like I'm not having any issues on my Twitch thing down here. It looks pretty normal. Ironically, the only reason why I would prefer...
Haunted Taco 12 said why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
The only reason why I would prefer Twitch over YouTube is because, ironically, it's because chat's less delayed on Twitch, and there's more interactivity options.
Haunted Taco 12 said Suski isn't the greatest singer.
How did it say Suki's name? Is it Tasuki? I gotta steal more money from these peasants.
Haunted Taco 12 said.
There you go.
Haunted Taco 12 said lol. Street Corner Becky said YouTube hasn't done a lot to make its chat system very interactive.
No, that's the problem. They don't really care about... YouTube does not give a shit about live streaming. And why would they? Like, they're the opposite. They do video hosting. So, like, and that's the opposite. Like, Twitch doesn't give a shit about video hosting, about VODs. So, like... one platform's strength is the other platform's weakness. Oh man, the texture issue.
Taco 12 said, solves and pays for any audible or mispronunciation from Tsuki.
I don't see a flying weapon. Hurry. No flying weapon. And has the castle already been captured? If so, heading to the castle is pointless. Don't talk like that. General Steele will protect the castle.
Haunted Taco 12 said Bernie is a funny one too.
Bernie? Should we be able to? We should be able to see the Walkery from this hill. If it is not here, we may be able to get through quickly. If you don't take full advantage of the obstacles, you will not make it. What the fuck was that? Who and where I am are not important, mercenary.
Haunted Taco 12 said sometimes, you have to get it right. She'll pronounce it like she's drunk at Denny's at 4 a.m. Haunted Taco 12 said Denny's.
Soon you will see. Look just over that hill.
Street Corner Becky said YouTube has that nice 70-30 split but also much higher monetization barrier, even with the super chats and memberships requirements being lowered.
You know, in 1998 on the Sega Saturn, this would have been incredibly cinematic and awesome. And it's still pretty cool to see. The Walkery has a powerful light beam that burns everything in its path.
YouTube's ads drive me into a bloodthirsty rage.
That's why you must hide behind obstacles to survive. Whoever that is appears to be assisting us. I suggest we listen to them. As your advisor, I strongly urge caution. Yeah, no shit. Thank you, Bresby, for the advice. However, Gracia is right. Heed the advice and use the rocks to progress cautiously.
Street Corner Becky said, I don't get ads on YouTube with this browser. Sometimes it detects the built-in ad blocker though.
That's it? That's kind of weak. Wait, why aren't those soldiers attacking the fucking monks? Oh, look at you. You guys suck, man. No wonder you got locked up.
Haunted Daco 12 said, I have an ad blocker that I need to tweak every so often. Street Corner Becky said, and yet another weak thing with YouTube is being a member of a channel doesn't free you from ads.
What ad blockers do you guys use?
Haunted Taco 12 said those ad blocker ads seep through periodically, too. Haunted Taco 12 said, I have one that my sister coded herself.
Oh, interesting.
Gilf Connoisseur said, Block Origin works without hassle for me. Street Corner Becky said, the one that's built into the Vivaldi browser.
I usually use Adblock Plus, but I've heard some pretty good things about something called like Ghostery.
Haunted Daco 12 said, I'm a Firefox user.
These guys are getting fucking cooked, man.
Gilf Connoisseur said, I also use Pi-hole DNS.
What are you doing? Why aren't you guys doing anything? You're not gonna make it, man.
Gripster just followed.
Just followed? Wait, I thought... I thought Gripster did that a while ago. You know, those soldiers served a purpose, though. Those soldiers served a purpose. I think they caused that guy to use all of his magic
Gripster
points.
said, ironically, now everyone's sounding like ad blocker advertisements.
Yeah, he used all his MP on those dummies, so that's good. That's a good development. Hey, she critted.
Haunted Daco 12 said, get your ad blocker today. Haunted Daco 12 said, put your boot on the throat of capitalism.
Oh wait, Julian, what are you doing? Damn it. Alright, I fucked up on Julian. You're gonna have to deal with this guy.
Street Corner Becky said, ad blockers, they really kick the llama's ass.
I've been watching a lot of TikToks about, like, graphic and industrial design from the late 90s and early 2000s. I watched, like, one video, and now my feed is, like, constantly being like, oh, you like this shit? Here, watch this. There's a whole litany of people making videos about this.
Haunted Daco 12 said it should be like Bernie's home state where billboards are illegal.
Billboards are illegal in Vermont.
Haunted Daco 12 said yes.
That's interesting. Oh, they got you, Julian.
Haunted Daco 12 said based Vermont.
Oh, this thing can destroy the rocks too? That's kind of shitty. Absorb HP. Okay, damn.
Gripster said, what do we want? Less ads. When do we want them? Stay tuned after these ads to find out.
The world's only gonna get worse as far as, like, the ad thing goes. Every streaming service makes you watch a fucking ad now. Paying a premium or not.
Street Corner Becky said, I blame streaming. We knew what we were getting with network TV. Now that that's basically dead, it's all about ads now.
I mean, it's just the internet. Everything with the internet has just become ad inundated. I don't understand how anybody could use a normal website without an ad blocker. Cause like, if you go to any normal random website without one, it is just the most disgusting mess of fucking nasty ass pop-up ads and weird, almost like virus looking or malware looking side ads and shit. It's all just the most unappealing shit imaginable. Like, I don't understand how anybody could browse the internet without leaning heavily on an ad blocker.
Street Corner Becky said, especially porn, not to be graphic.
Well, I mean, if you go to a porn site, you at least kind of know what you're getting into there. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about, like, if you just go to fucking... Oh, I can't even think of, Hollywood Insider or, Kotaku or something. You just go to one of those sites and it's like...
12 said the world ended in 2019 and we embarked down the worst timeline.
Some would say 2016. I might be willing to say 2016. I think it peaked. I think it peaked at probably peaked at 2016.
Gilf Connoisseur said, I thought it was 2012 that the world ended.
No, that's just what they were saying it was gonna end.
Haunted_Wisp said, not dead if you want to watch C-SPAN live, can't get it on YouTube TV or Hulu TV. Haunted Taco 12 said it ended in waves.
I could kill that guy, but then I'm gonna get attacked by that axe dude. I don't know how much damage he's gonna do to me. I might be targeted by the Walkery. That might be enough to kill me in combination. I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm just gonna play it safe here.
Haunted_Wisp said, yay, I'm getting like a minute worth of loading circle for every 5 minutes of game. Haunted_Wisp said, Iran must be angry, eh?
Irad, you think they're the ones hacking our internet? Ooh, not good. If all they did in retaliation was hack our internet, then that's not the worst in the world. Alright, well, so much for that. So much for that hiding spot. Oops, god damn it. Why did I think she was... Fuck. Well, what a pain that is. Am I strong against axes? I am. I don't think I'm strong enough to one-hit kill this guy, though. That's the problem. Eh, fuck it. I'll try it. Didn't think so. Counter kill, counter kill. Nope. Man, we're just out in the open getting fried left and right.
Pawns of Taco 12 asks, where does the IP rights sit for this franchise? Pawns of Taco 12 asks, is it just floating in the void? Street Corner Becky said Sega. Guilt Connoisseur said buffer size minus 2.38 seconds. Not sure that's how that works.
As much as I would like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have you kill this guy. Yeah, Sega owns the rights, but they're not doing jack shit with it. I talked about this on stream when I first started playing this series. Shining Force 3 is where this game series peaked in 1998. But then,
said, hey.
After that...
Street Corner Becky said MAT32's buffer size.
After that, all they did was release a bunch of really, really shitty Shining Force games.
Becky said, but latency to broadcast are 45 seconds. Arachnid Soul said these graphics look kinda cool. They don't look bad at all.
Yo, what's up, Arachnid? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Let me see if I can... Oh, God, I can't reach him. I don't want to use my spark on this dude. You know what? Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
Might have to be like yo, since you don't want to use this IP anymore. Gribster said something to do with Sega and Camelot, and a bad falling out.
I don't think it was a bad falling out. But yeah, Camelot still exists, but they do mostly like Mario shit, Mario Tennis and Mario Golf.
Haunted_Wisp said no Arachnid Soul.
It would be nice to be able to get the franchise rights for this series, for sure. Do I have any kind of... I have support. It's like so weird that like
said Sega is sleeping on Space Channel 5 and Jet Set Radio as well.
no, they're sleeping on a ton of franchises, honestly. They're sleeping on a ton of franchises, which is frustrating. Like, it will continue to blow my mind that, like, no effort has been made to even capitalize on this series. Like, they could have... Like, is there any reason why I needed to...
12 said Sega is sleeping in general.
Like, is there any reason why I needed to resort to a fan translation to play this? You know, just go ahead and finish them. Go ahead and finish them. Like, in an era where we see Tactics Ogre Reborn, there's a Final Fantasy Tactics remake. Like, Tactics in general, I was initially referring to...
12 said the English ROMs might not be as good, or perhaps the Japanese version had something better.
I was initially just referring to the fact that there are all sorts of, like, re-releases for these games, or for a bunch of older games. But even outside from the re-releases of all these older games that are happening, Suikoden 1 and 2 remastered and shit, like, Tactics as a genre is popped off. Yeah, Ninja Turtles Tactics game, Metal Slug Tactics game, there's all sorts of Tactics games out there now. Marvel Midnight Suns as a Tactics game. And you mean to tell me that Sega can't find the intelligence and the brainpower to be like, one of the greatest Tactics RPG series of all time had an installment that was one of the greatest RPG experiences of all time, one of the most epic as far as storytelling goes, telling 3 different sides of a story concurrently.
I miss DMG games.
We have access to all of that at a time, and the lore behind just the game itself, like the fact that only Scenario 1 came out in America and 2 and 3 never had American releases and all that sort of stuff, and the fact that it's just a fucking awesome game in general, you would think all of these dots would connect to being like, hey, maybe we should do a Shining Force 3 American re-release.
Mark is an amazing tactics game from about 4 years ago. Was maybe my game of the year.
Yeah, I played that on your recommendation too, and that was a good game. You would think that they would be like, hey, let's take Shining Force 3, do our proper localizations of them, up-res them or whatever, make the visuals look a little better, and release it in America. Take advantage of all of this. And then maybe that'll re-engage people's interest in the Shining Force series. Maybe we'll do a Shining Force 4 or something. What do I want to do with you?
Haunted Taco 12 said Shining for hours. Haunted Taco 12 said Yolda 6 Tsuki.
Buddy, you gotta get behind the rock right quick. You're gonna get all my people torched.
Becky said Sega made some boneheaded businesses decisions like Frankenstein and the Genesis for years. Arachnid Soul said those Sonic movies are making money now, so Sega is happy with just that, I guess. Street Corner Becky said I wonder how much of those movies' profits go to Paramount versus Sega. Street Corner Becky said on a side note I've really enjoyed those movies.
I still haven't watched any of them. I should take the time to watch those movies at some point. I still haven't watched that Super Mario movie either. Man, why are you always attacking me?
Way better than the Mario movie.
Damn it, I wish I could attack that fucking priest.
Arachnid Sonic movie and wasn't really into it. I thought there was one scene I liked there. The bar fight.
Sonic got into a bar fight? Good job, Julian. Good job, Don Hort. You're finally not useless. Finally exhibiting value. Okay.
Street Corner Becky said Green Acres is reimagined into a town in the Pacific Northwest. Haunted Taco 12 said I could see Tails causing it. Street Corner Becky said I think they are really well done.
She might die. Ooh, I guess if that Valkyrie attacks her, she'll die. Oh wait, hold on, I can heal her.
Arachnid Soul said I still love watching Green Acres. One of my favorite sitcoms growing up, and it holds up so well.
Green Acres? I don't remember any of that. Crit, crit, crit. Hell yeah. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Arachnid Soul said Green Acres, The Honeymooners, Dick Van Dyke Show, Seinfeld, Three's Company and I Love Lucy would be the sitcoms I'd take with me to the moon. Street Corner Becky said I think I might have seen one episode, reminds me too much of Bonanza, old hooky stuff my dad's into cause he's older than Dirty's grandpa.
Bonanza.
Arachnid Soul said Green Acres is so funny though. Nothing like Bonanza. Street Corner Becky said Dirts.
Almost, Downhurt, almost. Power on. I'll get rid of that thing. Is it over? But why did the Valkyrie break off its attack? I think the Valkyrie is controlled by sending thoughts through the staff. How can such a thing exist? It's true, just as Cyclops said.
Soul said I don't mind watching old stuff though. I've been watching a lot of Dean Martin show stuff and Tonight Show with Johnny Carson stuff lately.
Well, we started off the stream talking about my watching Dark Shadows. So, hard to get much older than that, or more obscure. Just as Cyclops said, the Bullzome High Priest must possess the staff. The force we've just defeated was just a garrison. The main Bullzome force has just broken through the castle walls. Hurry. They want to take over the castle swiftly and are demanding authorities surrender.
Becky said the ones I take with me are Frasier, Archer, and most of Star Trek. Arachnid Soul said I had a friend who worked on OG Dark Shadows. It was his favorite show too.
He must have been pretty old. Must have an old ass friend to work on the OG Dark Shadows. I think I was 1967? No, it was earlier than that, I think. I think it was like 63.
Arachnid Soul said I've started watching Frasier recently for the first time as Street Corner Becky. Good show. I didn't think he'd like it.
Frasier is one of my favorites.
He's friend with dirt.
Frasier is one of my favorite shows. I used to be mildly obsessed with it a while ago, a long while ago. 66 to 71 is Dark Shadows.
Arachnid Soul said he was in his 50s when I was hanging out with him, and that was 15 years ago.
Fair enough, yeah. I guess he would have been pretty young. Wait, he must have been like a child actor then. Was he a child actor on the show? Is your friend that kid that's like creepy and everyone kind of hates?
Street Corner Becky said the back and forth between Frasier and Martin is classic, and of course Niles.
I can't remember that.
Arachnid Soul said Dick Van Dyke is still alive and 99 now. I love him.
He's still kicking.
Arachnid Soul said he's going to make it to 100 like George Burns.
Speaking of old shows, Dick Van Dyke's brother, Jerry Van Dyke.
Fawn said I liked the other actors, but Kelsey Grammer always got in my nerves IRL, so I had trouble enjoying the show. Watched Cheers growing up, but Frasier was very different.
Jerry Van Dyke on Coach, also a great show I used to watch. Kelsey Grammer as a person is a piece of shit, but I enjoy him as an actor, so I didn't have a problem with watching him on Frasier. But yeah, Frasier and Cheers are totally different shows.
Street Corner Becky said Coach I'd also take with me. It's a girl's voice speaking to us from the direction of the castle. Street Corner Becky said just as Wings is totally different than either of them and is also a spin-off of Cheers.
I had completely forgotten about Wings, honestly. Which character was on Wings? One of those two dudes, one of those two male lead dudes co-starred with Paul Giamatti in Sideways, which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Street Corner Becky asks Thomas Hayden Church?
Yeah, I think it was Thomas Hayden Church.
Arachnid Soul said I couldn't get into Wings or Coach.
I don't think I ever got it. I can't remember
Arachnid
shit
Soul
about
said,
Wings.
or News Radio.
I didn't like News Radio, but I have a personal deep hatred of Andy Dick. I don't think I ever tried getting into Wings. I don't know anything about Wings.
Arachnid Soul said I need to watch Sideways.
Yeah, Thomas Hayden
Church.
Church.
I only watched it as a kid.
It's a fantastic movie. I love Sideways a lot. And it kind of makes me, every time I watch it, it makes me like nostalgic for the late 90s / early 2000s.
Haunted Daco 12 said Andy Dick is repulsive. Arachnid Soul asks American royalty Andy Dick.
What do you mean American royalty? I'll reveal myself once I make it to the castle. Hurry. Damn that sect. Even if the castle walls have been breached, I don't think the gate will fall easily. Let's hurry to the castle.
Arachnid Soul said lol.
Goriate.
Arachnid Soul said one of our finest actors.
Well, your time is up. May I have your answer now? Man, this scenario 3 is getting way more cinematic with its camera angles, its camera work. Look at that.
Corner Becky said so. Apparently Wings isn't an official spin-off, just created by the same people and in the same universe. Several Cheers characters make cameos.
Well, if the Cheers characters make cameos, do they make cameos as their Cheers characters, or is it just the actors making cameos?
Genetic Memory Farm said, so why do you hate Andy Dick? Him and Nick Offerman are from my hometown. Andy Duck was a known problem child. Street Corner Becky said yeah. Street Corner Becky said same characters.
Okay, that kind of puts it into a little bit of spin-off territory then. I've always believed that Andy Dick was a piece of shit, and I have it on good personal authority that he is a piece of shit. What should we do, General Steele? If they attack again with that flying weapon, Destonio Castle will fall. Steele is a fox?
Genetic Memory Farm said, I mean, I know why I hate Andy Duck.
But if you surrender, I will be held responsible. I know you would dearly love to pit your steel against us, but alas, we are in the air.
Arachnid Soul said, as a kid I'd always watch MASH reruns sometimes, because I didn't have cable and at 11 p.m. nothing else was on. I was like 8. I don't think I was the demographic. Genetic Memory Farm said, oh he is. I know people that grew up with him.
MASH was always one of the most boring fucking things in the world for me as a kid. Even now when I just hear that song, that theme song, it just kind of starts to put me to sleep. The same way it used to put me to sleep whenever I was a kid. And it was like, because here's the thing, like,
Haunted Taco
between
12 said, you know, the people that made this was like, yeah, we're going to make 6 cinematic camera movements.
1990 to 1996, I lived in Japan, and we only had one American TV station on the Air Force Base.
MASH and Alfred Hitchcock presents. Arachnid Soul said MASH was slow and boring, but I didn't mind.
We only had one show network on the American network, English channel on our base, because all the other channels were Japanese. So if we wanted to understand what we were watching, it was that one channel, which meant that the time of day that MASH came on, that was all there was to watch. I was just watching MASH, so like I couldn't really avoid it.
Arachnid Soul said, yeah, I liked Alfred Hitchcock presents too.
So,
at Haunted Taco 12.
Whenever it came on, I would just sit there and be like, all right, I guess it's MASH time, and then fall asleep. I was too young to like get it. I didn't understand what it was supposed to be about. I used to watch a lot of Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
Genetic Memory Farms said Andy Dick is largely responsible for Phil Hartman's wife getting back into drugs and eventually killing Phil Hartman.
Well, I didn't know that part, but it doesn't surprise me.
Said, and Twilight Zone was always great.
Further cements my opinion of him being a piece of shit. General Steele, you're responsible for the castle defense. Although I will succeed my father as emperor, what good will it be if there's nothing left to rule? So you plan to flee, even though surrendering to Stony Castle means...
starts out as a serious drama and then turns into a sitcom.
Even though surrendering to Stony Castle means throwing away the majesty of the Empire?
Enough to hate Andy Dick. Phil Hartman was a national treasure. Genetic Memory Farms said MASH was about getting drunk and getting laid in a war zone. Arachnid Soul said, wait, Phil Hartman is dead? I had no clue. But I don't know about many people who died.
How could you not have known that Phil Hartman is dead? He died in like
Becky said his
19
wife killed him and herself in 1998.
Yeah, I was in high school at that time, and it was kind of a big deal because he was still on SNL at that time, and he had done a number of movies. He did Jingle All the Way,
Soul said, "Oh damn,"
which is one of my favorite Christmas movies. I don't care what anybody says. Jingle All the Way is a great movie. He did the voice of Blasto, which was a flop of a PlayStation game. Obviously, had a litany of Simpsons characters he did the voice for. I mean, it was...
Street Corner Becky said Troy McClure.
Me and my friends, we used to watch So I Married an Axe Murder. We watched, that was one of our cult favorites. So when he died, it was like a big deal. It was like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on?
Arachnid Soul said I wasn't paying attention to Phil Hartman really.
He was great. I loved Phil Hartman. Please help me, Steele. Father entrusted the castle to you. What's Bresby doing? We haven't heard from him since he left to get reinforcements. If only they had made it back by now.
Arachnid Soul said I just watched Jingle All the Way for the first time last Christmas when I was on that quest to watch 100 movies in 1 year.
Oh, I watched it when it came out. Wait. What is this?
Street Corner Becky said I kind of miss those times, back when we weren't all perpetually online. Arachnid Soul said when I think about Phil Hartman the number one thing I think of is him playing Frank Sinatra and singing something.
Playing Frank Sinatra and singing something. As soon as Goriot's attention is diverted, get as close to the staff as possible.
It was Silent Night he was singing. Arachnid Soul said a Sinatra.
I'm Jane from Remotest? Remotest. Ah, I remember. It's on the outskirts of the continent.
Genetic Memory Farms said well you can blame Andy Dick for getting Phil's wife back on cocaine and alcohol so she ended up shooting Phil Hartman.
Who are you, Jane? Do you follow Bullzone? Wait, you're different. I can feel both light and dark power in you.
Street Corner Becky said I loved news radio. That's the first thing I think of with Phil Hartman, that and Troy McClure from The Simpsons.
Enough. I will hear your decision now.
Arachnid Soul said I was aware when Chris Farley died. I really liked him.
Gracia, saving the castle is more pressing than listening to Jane. He's like, shut that bitch up. We gotta save the castle. Oh, she just exploded into coins. Oh, she's gone. As you said, let's concentrate on battling the Bullzone sect, Sir Bresby. Are you absolutely sure you have a plan to defeat the Walkyrie, Gracia? I will use the power of the Staff of the Seam against their staff. The light power will disrupt the dark power, causing them time. I understand. Julian, guide Gracia to the staff and stop the Walkyrie. But remember, they won't lose control of the Walkyrie for long. We must defeat it quickly. What the fuck do we... It's a flying mushroom. Like, what's the plan here?
Arachnid Soul said as a small child I would watch Kate and Allie every week with my dad. That, Empty Nest, Golden Girls DC Files, and ALF. Good times.
Empty Nest.
Street Corner Becky said Golden Girls is a classic.
They must be the Julian army. It must be Bresby. Prince, the reinforcements have arrived. Hear me, Bresby, my life is in your hands. Please drive them away. I see Gracia's with the Julian army. The godchild of Elbism, Gracia?
Soul said Empty Nest was about the guy who lived next door to the Golden Girls.
I won't let the Imperials prevail.
Becky said being 45 years younger than my dad, all he wanted to watch was westerns. Thankfully he liked Star Trek as well.
Behold the power of the Walkyrie. I didn't know that about Empty Nest. Empty Nest. I never watched Empty Nest. I only watched,
Arachne Soul said my dad was big into westerns too at Street Corner Becky.
I watched, I remember Designing Women. So you are here, Julian Army. If the prince depends on you, I'll cut you off from him. Come, Gracia. Against me, you will meet your match.
Street Corner Becky said Golden Palace had potential. Was a post-Golden Girls show. Didn't last long and had Don Cheadle.
What are these guys up top are bothering me? When are they gonna get involved?
Arachnid Soul said I remember Golden Palace.
Oh, there's one of them.
Arachnid Soul said I wasn't into designing women. Haunted Daco 12 said Battlestar Galactica. Street Corner Becky said I liked Murphy Brown too.
I like how. Oh shit! What the fuck is this thing doing? Oh. I guess I should have suspected that.
Arachnid Soul said, and my favorite sitcom when I was maybe 4 to 6 hands down was Punky Brewster. I loved it. Haunted Daco 12 said I watched a lot of Nash Bridges with my dad. Haunted_Wisp said I liked watching oldies as a kid. Haunted_Wisp said Nick at Night. Street Corner
God damn it.
Nash Bridges was good, had Cheech Marin. Genetic Memory Farm said I was a latchkey kid, so I was raised by TV. I watched everything from Mr. Ed to Ultraman, Carol Burnett to Bosom Buddies. Watched Three's Company at way too young an age. Arachnid Soul said yeah, and Nick at Night was amazing in the early to late 90s.
At least it got his ass too. Save your magic.
Haunted_Wisp said yay, that's when I was watching it for the most part. Arachnid Soul said The Cosby Show was another all-time great sitcom. No clue why they don't do a reunion, lol.
Wait, you want a Cosby reunion? That might be a little awkward right now. That might be a little awkward to have a Cosby Show reunion in the year 2025. First of all, I don't even know where Cosby's hiding at anymore. They busted his ass out of jail and he just fucking went straight radio silent, which is probably the smartest thing he could do. God, I can't.
Genetic Memory Farms said, as a real young child I was fascinated with old-time radio, Abbott and Costello, Burns and Allen, Green Hornet, all that stuff I was way too young for. Arachnid Soul said Cosby is smart enough to stay home with his money. Street Corner Becky said yes.
Shit. This is a deceptively difficult battle.
Soul said after everything came out about Cosby, he was still going out to do stand-up for some reason. Finally he packed it in. Genetic Memory Farms said used to get Cosby albums from the library as a kid. You see, we played Buck Buck and we would make faces at each other.
I mean, I used to like Cosby when I was a kid too.
Arachnid Soul said Cosby is alive and in better healthy than people think he is from the way he looked/acted the last couple times we saw him in public.
I mean, the last couple times we saw him in public, he was like an inmate. Oh, are you kidding me? You're gonna come down here now, you motherfucker? Fine.
Haunted Daco 12 said that's unfortunate.
I guess I don't really have a way to get at you. Can't really. I don't want to risk that.
Wisp said I felt so bad for a girl in the adult day hospital. Street Corner Becky said it's hard for me to separate the art from the artist a lot of the times. I have no sympathy for him.
Damn it, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I have no I don't know what this is we're walking in, but I have like no mobility in it. I have like zero mobility.
Said she really liked the Cosby Show and Cosby, and he took that away from her. Genetic Memory Farms said my wife was puzzled when today I sang the Fat Albert theme song when I finished brushing my teeth. No idea where it came from.
I don't even know what that sounds like.
Said when she found out. Arachnid Soul said I feel the same way about both of those last two comments at Haunted_Wisp.
Damn it. Let's see if I can't put this motherfucker to sleep. Take him off the board for at least a couple of turns.
Arachnid Soul said
Nope.
You either have to be someone who separates the art from the artist across the board with everyone or not. Street Corner Becky said nah, not really. Haunted Taco 12 said nah.
They're gonna kill this kid, aren't they? They're gonna kill this fucking kid. Oh, he's got 2 hit points left. Get the fuck out of harm's way. Well, kind of harm's way, I guess.
For the same stuff though. Street Corner Becky said severity matters. Haunted Taco 12 said you absolutely can pick and choose.
fucking fuck.
Arachnid Soul said I feel like it'd be against anyone who did the Cosby stuff. Haunted Taco 12 said nothing excuses someone's behavior, but you can choose to be a patron of theirs or not. Arachnid Soul said someone with a drug problem doesn't bother me though, but certain things across the board I'm not okay with.
I feel like it'd be against anyone who did the Cosby stuff. What the fuck was she even fucking up there? I'm not even really paying attention to y'all's conversation, honestly. I'm kind of, stuck in this quagmire of a battle here.
Street Corner Becky said it's a full-time verb separating art for the artist or not. Genetic Memory Farm said hey, it's Fat Albert and I'm gonna sing a song for you and Bill's gonna show you a thing or two. You'll have some fun now with me and all the gang learning from each other while we do our Genetic Memory Farm said thing.
I don't think that Castor Labs sang it the way that it was intended to be sung. Gotcha, bitch. Do I have to be right up on him to use this one? I guess I do. I don't want to be right up on him, though.
Street Corner Becky said I really wanted a Sliders revival but that died with Tracy Torme.
I'm gonna kill you. Damn it! 1 hit point, really?
Haunted Taco 12 said there's a King of the Hill revival that I'm kinda excited for. Haunted _ with Pasks why what? Haunted _ with Pasks Sliders revival. Haunted Taco 12 said god dang it Bobby. Street Corner Becky said it was talked about a couple of years ago. Genetic Memory Farm said what knew it was the Fat Albert theme song. Haunted _ Wisp said I'm very excited for the King of the Hill revival. Haunted Taco 12 said they've shown trailers and stuff now. Haunted Taco 12 said it's coming really soon to Hulu.
I've decided not to watch it.
Street Corner Becky said I can't wait for King of the Hill revival. The guy that played Dale died but had already recorded his lines for the season. Arachnid Soul said yeah, I'll watch that too. Arachnid Soul said I saw John Redcorn just died not long ago.
Yeah, he was killed in a hate crime. An homophobic hate crime.
Yeah, someone shot him. Arachnid Soul said I've watched no trailers for it though, but I'll watch it. Street Corner Becky said yeah, he was murdered.
So, like, the reason why I decided not to watch it is because, like, he was killed in that hate crime, and he had been trying to tell people, warn people that, like, he was being targeted by bigots. And video came out. There was some video that came out about, it was a screening of, I guess, I don't know if it was just the first episode or what, but it was, I think it was at an Alamo Draft House, maybe somewhere here in Austin. Mike Judge was there, and a couple of like the main voice actors there and whatnot. And he was there in the crowd. He wasn't on the stage as part of the talent. He was just in the crowd. And he was talking to them. Like, they gave him a mic, and he was asking them a question, and a part of it, he was expressing his experiences being targeted and all this sort of stuff. And, you know, Mike Judge and the other people on the stage, like, they just kind of laugh at him and dismiss him and whatnot. And he just kind of walks away kind of dejected. And that video came out after he had been killed, and his husband, or boyfriend, I can't remember if it was boyfriend or husband, posted that message on Facebook about the abuse and stuff and targeting that they had been incurring. So after watching that video and seeing how dismissively they treated him, knowing that like shortly after he was fucking murdered, I just don't know if I could. I'm not gonna watch that show. I don't think I can bring myself to watch it, honestly. So that's the decision I made. The last 2 or 3 years, I've only found out about maybe 3% of the news. I went from really paying attention to just avoiding it, so I don't know the specifics of a lot of things now. A hate crime against a gay person in Texas? No, I am shocked. I mean, it is a little strange in San Antonio, but, you know. The last news story I followed was when that sub went missing with rich people on it. After that, I was a donor with current events and so on. I don't watch the literal news, but I spend enough time online to see what's happening. I avoid it even online. I just look away if anything pops up. I don't read Twitter or anything anymore. Hey man, that's certainly a way to keep your sanity, your wits about you in an increasingly psychotic period of time. I do still pay attention though.
Haunted_wisp said I watch multiple hours of news.
Wasn't expecting her to do 16 points of damage. That's pretty intense. That's some boss shit.
Haunted Taco 12 said the actor was having some issues and definitely needed help, but there's never an excuse to murder or treat someone in such a way. Arachnid Soul said everyone is freaking out though. I hear people say things that mean nothing to me. Like with everything going on, or in today's climate. I have no clue.
Gotcha, finally.
Arachnid Soul said people will say the war. I couldn't tell you who's even at war now.
Any chance we can all just kind of bundle up right over here? No, you know what? It'll be better. It'll be okay if I could stomach one more hit, I guess. You're in my way, man. I can't fucking hit that guy. And you can't get up there, so you're just triply useless right now.
Haunted Taco 12 said it's aliens this time, Arachnid. Arachnid Soul said for 20 years I paid a lot of attention to the news and worked on a couple presidential campaigns. Back then way less people followed the news. Now I'm out, and way more people seem to keep up with it and be open to talk about it. Arachnid Soul said Haunted Taco 12. Haunted Taco 12 said not illegal ones. Well, they could be illegal since they're not residents of Earth, but they shot down a US military drone. Street Corner Becky said if we go to full-scale war with Iran, and others potentially jump in, it definitely starts affecting everyday people. Haunted Taco 12 said aliens from outer space. Haunted Taco 12 said but not clowns. Arachnid Soul said lol. Genetic Memory Farms said don't need to watch news obsessively, just be informed. It is necessary if you want a decent BS detector.
Not enough. Oh well.
Haunted Taco 12 said I wish it was aliens. At least that'd be kinda cool.
Aliens? I kind of go in and out of like moments of paying attention to chat, and I'll pick it up at like the most random parts.
Yeah, I hope we get something big from the space aliens in my life at least. Haunted Taco 12 said yeah.
Oh, you're gonna crit me?
Haunted Taco 12 said I mean, if you saw a giant flying saucer rushing towards your house to kill you, at least it was kinda cool to see that it was aliens and not something boring like other humans again. Haunted underscore Wisp said the aliens just want us to feel the funk like Toe Jam and Earl. Street Corner Becky said I'm super into watching things like Cosmos. I hope we make those kinds of discoveries in my lifetime as well. Arachnid Soul said maybe they don't want to talk to us because they've seen Andy Dick.
Valid reason. Fair reason. Watching things like Cosmos. Alright, you get...
Street Corner Becky said I like Andy Dick in that episode of Star Trek Voyager.
You don't ever have to admit to liking Andy Dick in anything.
Haunted Taco 12 said they're just waiting for us to kill each other before they take our planet. Haunted Taco 12 said they don't need to kill us. Street Corner Becky said Cosmos was originally made with Carl Sagan. They made a newer version with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
This is the problem. We can't clear the round and make it to where we can attack these guys in a moment where we won't get attacked by that fucking thing.
Taco 12 said I'm surprised Suki said deGrasse correctly. Street Corner Becky said last time I watched Cosmos was the last time I made baked clams at home, now I want baked clams.
Even the fucking... They all have the same range. That's the problem with this map. Everybody, even my Centaur, has the exact same range.
Arachnid Soul said everyone can't be Brett Favre of Ye Old Nerdcast.
God damn it, man. I can't just fucking... So I have no choice. I'm just gonna have to take a hit from that goddamn thing.
Haunted Taco 12 said the last time that I watched Cosmos is when I had your mom's baked cremule the 6th Suki at Street Corner Becky. Street Corner Becky said Jesus lol. Arachnid Soul said lol. Arachnid Soul said hi-oh. Street Corner Becky said everyone's clams is baked in this summer heat. Genetic Memory Farm said if I was an alien and Andy Dick was my example human I would vote for destroying the planet to make room for a hyperspace bypass. Arachnid Soul said also when we talk about criminally underrated sitcoms, we have to mention the Larry Sanders Show. Haunted Taco 12 said it's not so bad out. Street Corner Becky said Larry Sanders Show was good, rip Gary Shandling. Haunted Taco 12 said it is 50 degrees currently. Haunted Taco 12 said freedom. Street Corner Becky said it's 77 here. Genetic Memory Farm said the plans have been made available. It was on display in the bottom of a locked filing cabinet stuck in a disused lavatory with a sign on the door saying beware of the leopard. Haunted Taco 12 said we have a high of 62 degrees this week. Street Corner Becky said well you live in perpetual winter, Taco. Haunted Taco 12 said it's summer. Haunted Taco 12 said I just live 10,000 feet higher than most people.
Counterkill, counterkill.
Arachnid Soul said we should all be so lucky to have someone watching our backs like Rip Torn watched Shandling's back on that show at Street Corner Becky. Genetic Memory Farms said I wish I was as baked as a clam.
Oh yeah, come and punch me. Oh hell yeah, I blocked it.
Street Corner Becky said my favorite appearance of Rip Torn was as Freddy's dad in Freddy Got Fingered.
I forgot all about Freddy Got Fingered. There we go. Didn't mean to mute. I think for a time I also didn't like Tom Green, but I think that was more of like a style thing. I never heard anything bad about him.
Said poor Freddy. Street Corner Becky said the new Tom Green documentary was really well done.
Everything. Oh come on, you couldn't take that one hit point. Everything I've heard about Tom Green as a person has been good. Like I haven't really heard anything bad about him. I think he's done some good stuff. Even though Freddy Got Fingered is pretty
Arachnid Soul said
sketch.
I respected Tom Green for getting married to my girl Drew but not much else. Street Corner Becky said dude busted his ass to get where he was, and helped invent podcasts. Arachnid Soul said might be a great guy IRL, but wasn't a great talk show host emo.
Why is this guy so dead set on punching my people? I mean, I'm glad he's not ripping off spells. How did it still get Isabel?
Arachnid Soul said I'm sure I'd respect him more if I watched the documentary. I don't know much about him. It on Canadian public access, and going viral in a time when going viral wasn't a thing.
Is that what I was supposed to do? No, I guess not. Oh, god damn it, are you kidding me?
Arachnid Soul said I don't know why the stream keeps freezing for me every 20 seconds.
Twitch has been having some problems. That's why Vince is watching on YouTube. Twitch is having some obnoxious issues.
Arachnid Soul said I'm watching it at 160p now and still have the issue. I think it's on my end.
Just hang back.
Street corner
I gotta
Becky
figure out.
said I'm watching here mostly. Haunted Taco 12 said blame Jeff Bezos. Arachnid Soul said oh okay. Street corner Becky said it's not on your end, it's on Twitch, it hangs up on me here and there. Arachnid Soul said okay.
How should I do this? Do I need to use it as an item? I guess maybe this? There we go.
Genetic Memory Farm said Twitch is twitchy. Haunted
Gracia.
Taco 12 said I used to watch my Korean cousin stream, but Twitch withdrew from Korea.
Yeah, that really sucks. I don't know what all those Korean streamers are doing. I guess maybe, what, are they on YouTube?
Haunted Taco 12 said so now they stream on a different platform.
Like a Korean streaming platform?
Jeff Connoisseur said if I had to guess there is an internet backbone, data center connection that is down.
Twitch is always having problems like this though, but yeah, it's probably something like that. Gracia did it. Success. Now we can battle without getting attacked by the Valkyrie. Well, it's too late because we're all fucking beat to fucking shit right now. We're all chewed the fuck up.
Haunted Taco 12 said yeah, she streams on another platform, I forget which. Genetic Memory Farm said Bezos is just mad they chased him out of Venice for his wedding. Haunted Taco 12 said it sucks, I used to like going into her stream. Haunted Taco 12 said her emotes were sick.
No, that sucks. Did they chase him out of Venice? He's not going to have his wedding there anymore?
Chat is just so bare bones and dare I say ugly for the viewer experience.
I also don't like how they split it up between live chats and top chats. Like, that's kind of dumb. I end up missing a lot of people's chats there because like I forget to switch the tab.
Haunted Taco 12 said, and nothing is like Twitch besides Kick, and Kick is Kick.
I mean, Kick is literally Twitch. It operates using Twitch backend and Twitch SDK. It won't respond. I'll defeat you. Oh, now I gotta fight this fucking guy?
Haunted Taco 12 said, but Kick is volatile. Street Corner Becky said Kick gets better ad revenue for its streamers, but it's kinda shady being owned by a casino. Haunted Taco 12 said, I guess Twitch can be too.
I mean, who to even target? Let's hold off on that.
Taco 12 said, but Kick is like the Wild West of streaming platforms.
Oh, they came out. Damn it, motherfucker.
Genetic Memory Farm said, yacht protests got to be too much heat for Baser Spichaz. Arachnid Soul said, in this era I noticed there is a big push for people in their early 20s to gamble and get pills to solve an impotence problem they should not yet have. Street Corner Becky said, I don't think it's for a problem. I think it's to last longer. Lol.
Damn it, they came out to the opposite side? Alright, well I guess I'm gonna deal with these motherfuckers first then.
Taco 12 said, I went on Kick just to reserve my username, and saw a naked chick, a dude with a Nazi flag, and someone walking around with a gun, all in the course of 5 minutes.
That sounds exactly like Kick. How is he moving again? We didn't even... Oh, he's gotta end up killing Bridget! How come he moved twice before they moved once? Oh good, she still has 1 hit point.
Corner Becky said drinking is actually down for young people. The Thunder won the NBA title and them dudes were like, this champagne is nasty, and all the beer went untouched. Arachnid Soul said at Street Corner Becky, if the movie is over, you should stop watching it. Street Corner Becky said Jumbo is worse. Haunted Taco 12 said, I get ads for ad low.
Vampire some of those hit points back.
Haunted Taco 12 said Twitch doesn't know how to advertise to me. Haunted Taco 12 said it doesn't know who I am.
Okay, now I gotta focus. I don't have any way. This guy doesn't have any MP. He doesn't have any healing items.
He said that's definitely an analogy. Arachnid Soul said lol.
Okay, good. Good. Alright. We're just gonna have to go crash down on this motherfucker. We're gonna have to jump him like a gang fight.
Haunted Taco 12 said I've never gambled, or really drank. Gilf Connoisseur said I get those ads too. Haunted Taco 12 said I can't drink, and just don't really see a point in gambling. Haunted Taco 12 said at Gilf Connoisseur yes, but I am a woman.
Damn, why is Julian so small compared to this dude? This guy's like a giant.
Gilf Connoisseur said it's for you to get your partner then. Haunted Taco 12 said Haunted Taco 12 said she is also a woman. Genetic Memory Farm said when I was working at the dispensary every guy there over the age of 25, aside from me, had a gambling problem. Like bad addiction to gambling on their phones, mostly football and basketball. Gilf Connoisseur said then that does make those a man.
He just did some like maniacal laughter and then slapped me with a fan that barely did any damage at all. Alright, you know what?
Street Corner Becky said sports gambling has always been around and now it's just legal and everywhere and proliferated.
I don't like that, but I've never been a fan of gambling in general. What? It's back up?
Haunted Taco 12 said if you want to gamble, invest in stocks in an educated manner. Street Corner Becky said I hate it, I'm okay with it being legally accessible to those who want it, but I hate the ads.
Jesus Christ. Well, at least only got 2 of us. Kate, you're gonna have to pop off. Okay, that's not bad.
Haunted Taco 12 said there's the one
hell yeah.
that I get often.
We can do this. We can finish it in this round.
Becky said that reminds me of the Pokemon named Fungus. Haunted Taco 12 asks FanDuel. Street Corner Becky said Underdog and FanDuel.
Got him. I lost control of the Valkyrie. I have been defeated. The staff has disappeared in a blaze.
Haunted Taco 12 said I live relatively close to a casino town. Arachnid Soul said I get many DraftKings ads. Haunted Taco 12 said I've only been there to go camping.
The dark staff is gone and the Valkyrie is leaving, but where is it going?
That's the big one I forgot, Arachnid. Haunted Taco 12 said and to get ice cream.
The Valkyrie has been relieved of its duty and is returning to the Bolzum Tempo. Relieved of its duty?
Street Corner Becky said I like slot machines on occasion.
Jane, why are you? I'm sorry,
Genetic Memory Farms said gambling has been big money here since the 1920s. The Chicago outfit has been in it since then and still is today. They own a lot of the video poker companies around Chicagoland. Street Corner Becky said big poker fan.
I'm sorry, High Priest Goriet, I couldn't stand seeing the Valkyrie used for an invasion. So you led the Julian army here? I did, but I won't let you die, High Priest Goriet. What the fuck? You're just like on every side of this. Wait, what are you going to do with him? I have cooperated with you. I beg you, please let me take the High Priest peacefully. Julian, will you let Jane save Goriate? No, bitch. Get out. Get away from him. Then I'll have to take the High Priest against your will, Julian. That's why you need to kill people off quickly. Jane is gone. They have escaped. Curse that Walkery. We would have been victorious but for its power. You have returned with reinforcements, Bresby. I thank you. Yet my father is still missing and the Empire is in turmoil. If our castle had been taken by the Bolzum sect at such a dire time. You were patient until I came with reinforcements. Well done, Prince. I put my trust in you, and you didn't let me down, Bresby. Who is this mysterious young man you've brought with you? This is Gracia, leader of the Elbism Church. He has knowledge of the ancient Walkery weapon. We couldn't have saved the castle without him. I've heard the leader of the Elbism Church possesses abilities that far surpass those of normal humans. Is that why you were able to defeat the invaders? He wasn't the only one. The entire Julian army came to the Empire's rescue. They are all extremely powerful warriors. Thanks to your assistance, Destonia Castle is safe. You have my sincerest thanks. Easily impressed, as always. Me? What's wrong, General Steele? The fuck? Shut your fox beak up. This bunch Bresby brought back is a ragtag collection of freaks and useless ruffians. What the fuck, man? Why'd this guy pop off like this? Freaks and useless ruffians? Didn't seem so useless when I was getting my ass shocked to shit. Destroying that thing. General Steele, your words are extremely rude considering these people came here to save the capital. Apologize. Apologize? I, Steele? Who exactly should I apologize to, Bresby? Are you saying I should apologize to Donhort, who raved madly along with Tybalt of the Republic? And you, Gracia of Elbism, do you intend to meddle in the Emperor's affairs? We will allow you in because of your unique standing. But that's it. Destonia Castle is not a place for mere mercenaries. Are you still allowing class to decide who gets credit, Steele? Even to deny the leader of the army responsible for saving Destonia? I'm responsible for Destonia Castle. I will use my own judgment. The Julian army is partially responsible for defeating the Bolzone forces. I'll give them no more. Partially responsible. That dude was hiding in the fucking closet. Partially responsible, Steele? They alone saved the capital. You underestimate the Imperial defense, Bresby. We were only waiting for the right time to strike at High Priest Gorate. How could you? It's only because of Julian's army's bravery that Gorate was defeated. If you are in need of praise for defeating the Bolzone forces, Julian army, you could share it equally with my army. What? Oh, are you looking to pick a fight with the Steel Army? Yes! Let's go! Anyone would have the right to be enraged over such treatment, but battle is not the solution, so these terms will have to do. Gracia, everyone from the Julian Army, I'm sorry for how you've been treated. It's not your fault, Sir Bresby. I would expect this to happen so long as the Imperial class structure remains. For now, the crisis in Destonia has passed. Since our task here is done, should we head to Saraband? Saraband? Then you should join with the Median army. You should take the flagship and assist them. Prince, you can't seriously be considering handing the flagship over to them. This fox is out of control, man. You disagree with my decision, Steele? Oh, I got a first-time chat from I love this from Painkiller 420. Welcome to the stream, Painkiller. Hope you're having a good night. I love the Shining Force series. Never got to play Shining Force 3. Been wanting to play this. Oh man, do I have tales to tell for you? Let me catch up on chat here. It's later than I intended to stream, so I had to turn off voice to chat so I could like read this quickly. But I'm gonna catch up on these things. And also, you started talking about gambling and poker, and I fucking can't stand gambling. But his sexual voice is down at the moment, but he welcomes you in as well. Yeah, I just turned it off so I can finish reading this quickly, so I can go to bed. What is this on? I've never been able to play this one. Sega Saturn. This is a Saturn game. I'm playing it on emulation. I'm on an emulator. But I own the original Shining Force 3 on Sega Saturn, the US release. And I own both the US and the Japanese versions too. But this is a fan translation because Sega only released Shining Force 3 Part 1 in America. And Shining Force 3 Part 2 and 3 never came out in the US officially, but a bunch of fans got together and did a fan translation, and that's what I'm playing. So, like, I don't know how familiar you are with the Shining Force series, or Shining Force 3 at least, but this game was designed to come out in 3 parts. It's about a war between the Empire and the Republic. Scenario 1 takes place from the point of view of the Republic. Scenario 2 takes place from the point of view of the Empire. And Scenario 3, which is what I'm playing right now, takes place from the point of view of a mercenary who served in both of those armies. That's kind of tying the story all together. But it's definitely well worth going out of your way to try to find it. My wife saw you playing this a time before and recognized it. Apparently, she really liked Shining Force games. They're awesome games. It's so fucking dumb that Sega just lets this franchise rot. Have you watched Black Jesus? It was a collaboration between Aaron McGruder, Boondocks, and Mike Clattenburg, the Trailer Park Boys. I need Aaron McGruder to make some new content, literally anything. I need to rewatch Boondocks. I've never heard of Black Jesus, but I need to rewatch Boondocks. That was a pivotal show in my college years. It is a series I've never heard of or seen before. There's a mobile compilation of the OG Shining Force. I actually just downloaded it the other day. What's it called? It is called Shining Force Classics? Yeah, I think it's called Shining Force Classics. You can download it for the time. I think it's going to be unavailable on July 9th, but you can download it on the App Store, and it has Shining Force, Shining Force 2, and Shining in the Darkness, which all came out on the Sega Genesis. Shining in the Darkness is the first-person dungeon crawler, but it's free. It was a free download, so if you want to play the Shining Force games for free, the first 2, and you don't mind playing on an iPhone, you should check those out for sure. I will never not sing this series' praises. I played a lot of fan-made stuff on Shining Force 2. I wish they would do a fan remake or a fan make of Shining Force CD as different versions of portable games, I think. I'll have to go back and see, but I know that they re-released Shining Force CD in a couple of different iterations. Black Jesus is funny as fuck. Sleek Johnson plays Black Jesus. He's one of the main voices in GTA 5. Boondocks was great. Boondocks has a lot of timeless classics in it. John Witherspoon and Charlie Murphy were also in Black Jesus, R.I.P. Yeah. Shining Force is a really great series if you love stories and strategy games. Yes, and this game, Shining Force 3, has like one of the best stories in any strategy RPG I've ever played. Why? Why does everyone oppose me? It's not a matter of opposing you, Prince. I'm only giving you advice as a general of the Destonian army. The entire Imperial army is searching for the Emperor. What if we receive word? Then we'll have to escort him back here immediately. However, if we loan the flagship, we have no ship to escort him back. You're right. We couldn't escort him then. Certainly you understand why we can't loan the flagship. I'm sorry, but I can't hand over the flagship. However, I won't forget the bravery of the Julian army. Wait, what about the Julian army? What will happen to them? To this rabble? And what will happen to you as well? Me? Yes, Bresby, you. What do you mean by that, Steele? Are you actually me? Yes. I doubt, I think that meant supposed to be no doubt. I no doubt your intent. Oh wait, I now doubt your intent. Okay, I see what he's saying. Wait, why? Ever since you returned with this bunch of rogues, you have been regarded as dangerous and a disgrace to the Empire's dignity? At what point did all of that happen? This dude just showed up with reinforcements that fought in a battle. All of a sudden he's a disgrace? Despite bringing a force to rescue Destonia, I'm dangerous? You, Steele. You! After Emperor Domeric returns, we must request the Emperor call a trial against Bresby, Prince Majoran. I suppose you're right, General Steele. The truth must be known. It seems the princess is with the Julian army. What should we do with her? If Bresby deserves punishment, Isabel deserves the same. Do as you like with them. As you heard, Bresby, you are no longer the advisor for Prince Majoran. You may stay with the Julian army for now and wait for the Emperor's return. That's a strange turn. Why the fuck is Prince Majoran such a pushover? Oh, there's another fancy camera swoop. Sir Bresby. Oh, he's shaking his fist in anger. You tricked me, Steele. The Julian army defeated Goriade and saved Estonia Castle from invasion, but Majoran and Steele had little gratitude for their rescue, and the Julian army was expelled from Estonia Castle. It's a crazy twist. It's a crazy turn. Majoran's betrayal. Cheer up, Sir Bresby. Cheer up. I've been kicked out of the castle. I don't think I'll ever cheer up, Kate. But it's like you always told me. There are always conflicts within the upper levels of the Empire, and you never know when you'll be involved. I've seen many people get imprisoned or disappear from the castle, but I ignored it. It seems the clash for power within the higher levels of the Imperial Society is far more vicious than I imagined. That's Destonia for you, Gracia. Those brutes only think about themselves. Their politics consist only of ambition and accusation. It's plain to see the nation and its citizens don't exist to them. That may be true, Dawnhort, but if everyone were to give up like you, the Empire would be beyond repair. But what can you do, Sir Bresby? You're now seen as an outlaw that disgraced the Empire's dignity. Even Prince Majoran has turned on you. That's what I'm contemplating. What should I do? What can I do? Sir Bresby, perhaps it would be better for you to abandon Destonia, as we have. Abandon Destonia? Are you saying I should become like you? You who has been disappointed by the Republic just as I have by the Empire? I don't think I understood what I was truly hoping for. I always believed desire was what pushed humanity forward. That's why I didn't hesitate to take part in the War of Independence. I still believe the ideal nation would consist of the strong protecting the weak, and the weak serving the strong, creating a balance of sorts. But I have learned this ideal is impossible to achieve when blended with human desire and greed. I felt lost, but then I met Gracia, who has rejected the desire of the human world. So I decided to reject those desires as well. The only way left for me, after being disappointed with this world, is to follow Gracia. Is that really what you believe? If I'm correct about humanity's desires, I'd rather watch over the world beside the Guardian, separate from everything else. Is that really how you're going to live your life, Sir Donhort? I don't know, Kate, but that's what I believe right now. We need to keep striving until Bolzome's ambition is destroyed. I finally understand your true motive for returning to the Empire with Gracia, and now my own path is also clear. I believe social reformation would happen simply by being the prince's educator and advisor, but I have been disappointed with Prince Majoron's attitude. Oh! Where's my mouse? What's going on here? Hey, Painkiller, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome aboard. Wait, hold on. Let me see what I'm missing here. It was for Game Gear. They released it in different parts. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to reset my PC. It's acting up. It runs on an HDD, so it's going to take a while. If the stream is finished by the time I get back, have a nice night, everyone. Hey, might be done by the time you get back, but we'll see. I don't miss having an HDD for Windows. I'm going to have to toss it on Emu Deck. It probably runs great on Steam Deck. My Steam Deck is faster than my PC because it uses an SSD. I mean, once SSDs came out, I've never done anything other than... My PC is way faster than my Steam Deck, but, yeah. Yo! What's up, Suki? Oh, I'm just talking to them. I'm not talking to you. It's okay. You can keep eating your... What? Why'd you run away? Alright. Just had to curse me out a little bit, huh? I want a ROG ally just to lay in bed with. That sounds very sensual, Vince. I like using my Steam Deck in the living room, dock to the TV. Okay, so this is now the Steam Deck advertising portion of the stream. That's a nice feature as well. Always love to support my Shining Force fellow gamers. Always love to give love and support. Thank you. I appreciate it, though. Seriously. Suki was right there eating some kibble, and then she just started screaming at me. She was like, meow. And I looked at her, and she was over a food bowl, like hunched, looking up at me, almost like she thought I was going to chase her. But like, I was minding my own business. I'll go mess with that little nugget in a second. The possessor of power will be enslaved by the power he possesses, and will be unable to avoid the authority he created for himself. Even in perilous times, the world is being held ransom to this power and authority. I have no more patience for this. So, for the fate of this world, I wish to follow Gracia as well. Well, Bresby, I always assumed you were part of the Force. I agree. The endless feud for power, I realize being loyal to the Empire is absurd. The peril in the capital has only briefly subsided. Before the Walkyrie returns here, I would like to accompany Gracia as well. Kate the Sniper joins the Force. Finally, you feel this way. I am pleased, Bresby. Did you overhear our conversation, Father Scholar? As you've always said, one can't live in Destonia Castle and still maintain a sense of justice. Indeed, General Steele was truly cunning. He made the invasion of Destonia appear to be the fault of the Julian army. He knew it would be effective to play up the prestige of the Empire to the weak-minded Prince Majoron. I don't think you came here just to say that. You are correct. To justify his words, General Steele has begun mobilizing his force towards this village. Their objective must be Gracia. Yes, Gracia and the staff of Basim, which the Emperor seeks. He saw an opening to take advantage of this chance, and has begun to march. But how could we save the capital? How can they repay kindness with evil? This is terrible. What should we do, Father Scholar? Could we escape if we left immediately? There doesn't seem to be any way to evade Steele's army. He's heading directly for the village, Bresby. I have no intention of either getting caught or handing over the staff. Do you have any good ideas? Well, I could show you a way out. If you waste any more time here, the Imperials will surround us, and you'll have no hope of escaping. It's dangerous, but there's a way. It's the same escape route we used when the military trapped us. It's dangerous, you say? Yes, but do you think it could be worse than staying here and battling Steel's army? Where are you going, Father Scholar? Are you going to help us? I'm returning to the church to make preparations for your escape. Come to the church immediately. Before the Imperial army reaches Gracia, we must get out of the village, Julian. Prepare yourself quickly and head to the church. The Empire is my home, but I've lost confidence in my country since witnessing the social injustice. I'm prepared to battle General Steele if he's planning an attack against Gracia. I lived with aristocrats in Destonia Castle, and corruption is rampant amongst the upper class. All of them, including the Emperor and his family, are complete egotists with no gratitude for others. Prince Madron said he would save Destonia. I can't believe he has begun marching and is targeting Gracia. There's a struggle for power within the Empire, while Bolzome threatens the entire world. The country must be united. Would you want to look up information about someone? Consult the biographical encyclopedia on the bookshelf in the headquarters. It will surely be helpful. Alright. First of all, where's that damn shop at? I used all my damn healing items. How much money did I make from that battle? Not much. Oh wait, you know what? I did find... Tornado level 3. Oh, but it weakens their attack. Well, what was available in his special menu? Freeze level 3. Oh, this is the one I got already. Yeah. Wait, I will sell what I have. I'll sell what I have. Oops. Whose attack needs to increase? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. Oh yeah, I have that power axe. Okay. Alright, and with that, I'm going to hit my save state. And then I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it. Oh, man. Oh, excuse me. Oh, let's see. Where is my music playlist? Yeah, that's going to be it for me. I need to go to bed. That's exactly what I'm going to do immediately. I don't think I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, though, but I'll be back on Thursday, so hope to see you all again on Thursday. Let me, Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'll be back on Thursday. I hope to see you all back here again. I feel like there's going to be a lot to talk about, so I don't know if I'll play this skin or if I'll make that, like, a just chatting stream and just catch up on news and whatnot. But I don't know. I'll make that. That'll be a game time decision. So hope to see you all again on Thursday. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you when I see you. Later, y'all.